Huh. Let's see how many come back. That's definitely strange. However that happened. What's up, Kirkby? Welcome, welcome. I've been live since 5 and kicked me off 10 minutes earlier. 10 minutes early, which is kind of interesting. Just took off. So I'm gonna see if we get some people back. Anyways, I'm gonna stay. I'm not jumping off early. That's for sure. Very intriguing though. You gotta do the full 5 hours. I don't know what happened. It kicked me off a little early. Just literally just I noticed this one over here was like the live. She said it was done, and then it was like ended on that one, and I was like, I didn't push no buttons. It just ended. So I'll give it a couple more minutes here, see if people pop back up. Maybe I'll stay on longer today. Maybe that one was telling me to stay on longer, or not just so much shorter. I don't know. I got some stuff I gotta write and pin down and whatnot. Mm. Yeah, Kirby. Interesting stuff. Yeah. Uh, yeah, the way that kind of stuff winds up working and flowing is rather interesting. I like anomalies. It was a good solid 10 minutes early of that happening. So, we're going to see. Oh, I still haven't played that game. Is it Kirby, the little pink guy? Eh, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Mega Man is another one I still haven't played too much of. I got it. I actually have the game, the old ones. That's what I would like to do actually. Okay, Kirby is much taller. That's pretty cool. I've been wanting to read this for the past few days. So maybe I'll read it today or maybe not. It's they have the video online where you can pull it up and you can hear them going over it. It's called the Shri Varahi Sahasranamam. Very, very, very powerful. but it does take me a while to read through, definitely longer than 30 minutes, that's for sure. So to those that were here that were watching the video present that ended earlier, truly your life is your own. Everybody's going to have an opinion about it. Everybody's going to try to guide you and direct you, and it's your choice of what you want to do. You can evaluate things. You don't have to respond in the moment. You can take your time and actually choose things rather than just being told what to do at every moment. When I'm presented with conversation, hugs, camaraderie, awareness, openness, then I can actually learn from somebody and I can happily follow them every moment of my life. But when there are secrets, hidden agendas, non communicated information that should have been spoken, well, to me, that's a human. And I do not put my faith in humans. I learned to put my faith in the divine, in the real. Humans, they want to be something. Divine, it is that something. And you are divine within you. You follow your heart. Allow those things to really be. You're going to discover who your real friends are. Is it easy to let the mirror break and shatter? No, it's not. There's a lot of sharp pieces that fall. You hurt yourself collecting up the pieces after the damage was done. But at least for myself, when I got to see a clear indication of who was actually my friend and who wasn't, that's when I was able to truly guide my life forward. And I learned many years ago, a lot of people, they say, go straight ahead. We live in a very interesting world, and I like to keep moving forward, whichever that direction might be. I might need to make a big old U-turn to get where I'm headed, but I'll find it eventually. I'll get where I'm going. What do I think about the columns under the pyramid? It's a reality that I learned a while ago, and it's actually within some ancient writings. And the literal words translates into the world is not natural. It said the world is not natural. Natural is nature. Nature is how it was when it was developed as it was. That means it's had design, it's been added to, it's had construction, there's been elements. What's a fact? This world's been around, golly, how many years you want to count up, right? Been around a while. What's one fact that we realize happens over and over and we don't even try? Somehow, things get buried. Somehow, dirt piles on top. There's another layer. There's another layer. What do we know about just about the whole entire world? Underneath, they got tunnel systems and all the Rome in the past years. They didn't destroy it and build in its place for a lot of it. They just fucking covered it up with some dirt. Hey, the roof looks pretty solid. We'll build on top of this one. We'll build on top of this one. And we'll just build on top. And we didn't even know it was there underneath. Yeah, we had no clue. We didn't have the technology to really see it back then. And so, considering this for thousands of years, hmm, civilizations dug up under the sand, under the dirt, pyramids going down, 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 down. How far down do they go? What are they really doing? Well, I know that a pyramid is not a pyramid. It's a no longer working generator. They were generating energy. They were generating frequency. They were generating something that made life a little bit more conducive, in which would allow an environment in which people would live for hundreds of years, like that King's List. And in the Bible, got them stories about who was it lived like, I don't know, 900 years. Noah didn't Noah live like 900 years or some shit like that. Somebody, they live in right. Hmm. I wonder why. Uh, and it said that the world was flooded. Yeah, China says this. Everybody got their own stories back to a worldwide flood. Yep, yep, yep. So at one point everybody was like living forever kind of thing, like super long lives, and all over the world. And then a flood happened, and then life expectancy was shortened. Um, hmm. And now we see pyramids. We actually have legitimate evidence of pyramidal and uh, uh, megalith structures at the bottom of the ocean. Hmm. Oh, oh, the stone. Why? Why do I keep stones? Why do I have stones around? Why do I work with stones? Because they carry a resonance. They have a vibration. They affect my surroundings. I know this. This is why I set up a portal space of stones around me. That's what I sleep within. Why? Because I know it blocks out negative energies. It puts positive frequencies to me. When I hit the gong, when I hit the sound bowl, when I do a sound, when I do something, it resonates energy. And that frequency is conducive to my mental, emotional, and physical health. They have these things all around the world, and now they're at the bottom of the ocean. And we just scratch our heads saying, why did they build these structures? Yeah. They were pretty advanced. We were pretty darn advanced. We were. People tend to not believe whatever it is they're listening to. But I read somewhere in a book that it said, love believes all things. And that's when I started believing everything. Well, let me believe the liar too. Holy shit. What I didn't know in the beginning was eventually I'm going to prove to myself that the person that was lying is actually lying. Because I followed their instructions per exactly what they gave me. And it didn't fucking work out. The math didn't cut it. There was something missing over here than versus over there. There's there's some shit intentionally fucking going wrong here. I don't need to confront that person. Hey, I used to be a liar. Hey, say what you gonna say so you can get your way. Who doesn't do that? It's about everybody you fucking ever meet. They'll say anything. These days, somebody's words, fuck it, might as well be AI saying it. Who knows who's saying it? A lot of people think I'm fucking AI. Fucking AI. I saw a documentary a few days ago, and it was showing. It was specifically. It was showing like AI image, and then like the real thing, and it was like you gotta pick which one's real and which one's AI, and like holy shit, couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. I mean, unless you're trained for it. unless you've helped design the systems or whatever the case, how that works. You can't fucking tell. So, you know what? The way I look, the way I am, the way I think, the way I put together things in this day and age, sheesh. Uh, I guess my competition has become AI. I gotta convince people of some real shit. Like, I not convinced, but here's some real, and all that shit's AI. That's how a fucking computer puts together. That's a tall tale sign. You know, AI videos, they get the pronunciation of things way off. I heard one pronounce a country. It's a country we all know. Very familiar name. And the fuck, everybody in the fucking world knows how to pronounce a goddamn word. And in this AI video, it doesn't pronounce it correctly. Hmm. Guess what I found out? AI has a fucking problem with words and language. Ha! Ha! I'm not kidding. No shit. AI has the ability to put words together in great strands of comprehension, but it's only mathematically adding that shit together. There's no reason fucking behind it. There's no heart, there's no fucking nothing. So it gets its pronunciations massively off. And that's why it mentions certain things where it's like, that did, where the fuck, no, that didn't connect. For myself, I've been doing these lives for a while now, and a complete, who I am is what I am. I've been doing my videos longer than I've been doing the lives. I've been living my life longer than all of that. But truly, I can really see how in this day and age, scrolling through videos, movies across the board, different entertainment sections, or being able to truly see something fake versus something real matters more than ever. That something fake could be digital, or it could be a person playing to a script. It's the same thing to me. Just doing somebody else's bidding. That's what they programmed. That's what they wanted. That was the execution of the top function. I'll keep looking for my family, for my brothers and my sisters around this world, full of heart, full of love, full of life. Someone who can talk to me in the moment. Somebody who can actually share some stuff and sit with me. I don't know, take a trip, make a journey, visit me, fucking do something more than just send messages online. What am I getting at? Several years ago, many years ago, there was somebody online. I thought I literally was in love. I felt love in my heart. I was in love. But this person never once had a video chat with me. I talked with this person one time on the phone, and they didn't give me responses that were like a regular person. I mean, I could tell they were a person on the other end, but it was different. Whether it be a person or a program, be aware of the posers. Be aware of people trying to live something that they're not. Because you're not acting in this world, you're living. You're not practicing, you're working. I mean, you go to work every day and you practice, but you do the same thing over and over. You're not actually, no, you're working. You're working, you're building, you're doing things. When we practice, who cares? Whatever. Nothing's really happening. Just by ourselves, truly doing our own little thing. Might as well play, whatever the case. The perspective of my mind changes how I approach things. If I'm If I have the mentality that I'm practicing something, I'm not truly affecting anything better. I'm in a state to learn, purely to learn, complete absorption. But if I'm in a state of working, I already know what I'm doing. If somebody comes in, they know what they're doing, they can help out, and shit, you got that covered. I'll cover this portion, you cover that portion. Sounds good. Like we could do our thing together, da da da, let it flow. Nobody truly knows your thoughts in your head and your heart. And that's where you have your peace. That's where you have your connection, where no one can follow you. People's opinions, people's sight, they could try to do everything outside of your body to try to change how you think or how to change what you're doing in the very moment. But inside your mind and inside your heart, nobody's getting in there. If you understand that you have this power and this authority, then you could kick any idea out of your head that you want. You could tell it don't belong, and it's never welcome back. And that counts on an esoteric, on a magical level, on a divine law and order level. That counts for you to state authoritatively of what you do not accept. I do not accept abuse in this life. I don't accept it. I don't accept it in any form. I'd rather walk away from everything and have absolutely nothing but the skin of my flesh than to deal with abuse. That I made that choice a long time ago. And that's where people can't understand a lot of who I am. And that's why a lot of people will try to chase and not be able to grab. Because when you have particular physical monetary values over your own self, over your own psyche, doesn't matter what anybody does or says, man, it's changed. But once you value yourself, you're going to value everyone around you, and you won't allow somebody to treat you like that because you know that they're treating themselves like that. I say not allow, and you say, well, how do I stop my little brother from screaming at me? Well, they just lost your trust. I don't trust you with my things. I don't trust you in my room. I don't trust you to tell you anything. I don't trust you to sit on the couch next to you. I don't trust you. If you want to get back to having a conducive relationship, then you must earn trust. I must be able to be next to you and not get poked, kicked, scratched, bit, or any other way or form of being picked on. But I'm done with that. I don't care. I don't care if you're 4. I don't care if you're 50. I don't accept abuse in any form. I don't accept it. To live one's life, regardless of what someone else is doing, oh, that's when you know you got some vitality and strength in you. And if you even see that much inside of you, whoo, the kind of mountains you can conquer in this world, it'll look like paradise by the time you grow up with the rest of you. Change a whole lot in this world by just being a positive, loving force of goodness. Because either they're going to change and be like you, or you're going to change and be like them. And I decided a long time ago for myself. I like myself. I like a positive attitude. I like an ally at my back, at my side, and in front of me, rather than someone else that's going to be picking on me. In any regard, Much love, many blessings. Thank you for coming back. For those who other video had jumped out a bit earlier on that one, so went live and made sure to stay here for a little bit. Kind of feel like I should stay. Like maybe today we should have a longer broadcast or something. I don't know. It seems like a, but it is about that time. What am I? Shaman, someone who talks to the spirits. I got human skin. What am I dressed up as? What am I doing? Curiosity is a great thing to have in life, but answers are more valuable. And the true answers to your life exists within your heart. Your heart will take you on a journey that man doesn't follow. Your heart will take you places that money ignores. Your heart will open up doors where desires of the flesh will close them. I followed my heart throughout my life, and everything I've experienced is understanding that life has compliments. It's not a versus, it's not a me versus them, it's a compliment. They're all compliments. The foot has a completely different function than the shoulder. They, that one's for the arm, that one's for the little toes and feet. Down there, they do two different things. In between looks completely different. I've found in life a lot of times I'll be looking at something that looks very much far in the distance and I don't see how it's fathomable. I don't see how it's possible. I don't get how that actually exists. So I follow my heart from one little place to a person, to another place, meet another person, and it's the heart. It's the heart following truth. It's the heart not accepting lies. It's the heart not playing with games, gimmicks, tricks, or folly of any sort. And so I've connected with different cultures around the world. Some I've been able to literally come within their families and be part and share the ceremonies and the rituals and everything. Others, I've literally just had the spirit come to me and they connected with me. One in particular was a Chinese blessing that I read over, um, and I looked up online Chinese ancient stuff and I found an ancient blessing in ancient Chinese. Oh, super positive blessing. Wow. I didn't even know how I found it. I don't even know why I thought of it. And I said, why am I thinking of Chinese stuff right now? And I looked up at that particular time on the phone on the little gadget, doo, 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 and sure enough, China was having a massive celebration or ceremony or religious significant thing that lasted 7 days or so or plus. All people coming together, real big thing going on over there at the time. And I was like, whoa, whoa. Celebration. They're resonating the fucking spiritual energy, and it made it across a goddamn planet to me and said, look up some blessings, motherfucker. I love you. Here's some gifts. I plucked them out of the thin fucking air and then found out where they came from. Holy shit. That's some spiritual stuff that only your heart will take you to, because when you experience it, you have the ability to pick up a journal and take a note of it. This fucking happened. Everybody else around you, they not gonna believe you. What, you gonna walk around with a phone or a camera 24/7? I gotta record everything and prove everything. If it didn't happen and people can't see it, it didn't happen. If it happened and people didn't see it, it didn't happen. Gotta have other people see it. No. I changed that to, if I experience that shit, I'm writing it down. That was the physical experience. What was the emotional experience? Let me write that down too. What was the verbal exchange? Let me write that down too. What was the fucking bullshit out of it all? That too. Ah. So when I see, smell, or sense that type of bullshit, that's the crap that's gonna follow? Let me make sure I stay away from that in my future at all times. And so I've been able to follow my heart and follow that path. Somebody asked me how they look. Colors don't really match. It's kind of clashing. Well, what are you talking about? Yo, I'm not giving you an explanation. You asked me a question, and I gave you an answer. You didn't tell me make up a story of how I look good. You didn't say that. You asked me a valid question. If you're upset with my answer, then you got some internal shit I never want to fucking deal with again. I'm done. Literally. In that moment, I'm fucking done. I don't give a fuck what you got to offer me in the life. I don't care how rich you are or anything. I'm fucking done. You asked me an honest truth. I gave you an honest truth. I wasn't being mean. I wasn't being ugly. I had no... You asked my opinion and I gave it, and I got struck. I got in trouble for that. I'm done. That's grounds for removal of trust with me. Fuck that shit. I don't fuck with that. When I was younger, I put up with it. When I was younger, I take it. When I was younger, oh, okay, whatever you say, that's the way I'll do. I'll just be whatever you want me to be. Woo! Nice guys finish last. You goddamn right they do. So I ain't so fucking... We learned the real definition of nice yesterday. Ignorant. You don't know nothing. You're a moron. That's what nice originally was. Yeah. People that don't know nothing. People wet behind the ears. People think life is all peaches and oranges. And yeah, they do finish last because they don't know anything. They haven't done any research. They didn't believe the truth when it came to them, let alone speak it when their heart felt to. If you choose to speak a lie to please somebody, you just added fucking karma debt to yourself. You just added a fucking 2 tons of shadow work to deal with. Because you lied. You broke divine law. You know it was wrong. If I gotta lie to get something, I didn't need it. I don't want it. I'm not going towards it. I'm going to earn what I get. I'm going to work to what I get. I'm going to build myself to that point so that I can achieve that. And if I want to make 100 of them, I could. Whatever it be. Truth is powerful and your heart is powerful. And it doesn't matter what people label you as. Shaman, weirdo, demon, blah, 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 blah. I know my path, and my path is following my heart, and I ain't seen no other human follow their heart. The ones that I did usually wind up dead. Fuck it. I choose that path because this world does not have shit to offer me. Not on that level. That's what I be looking for every day. I'm looking for you. You got something to offer. You got a heart, a connection, a friend, a brother, a sister in this world where feeling alone was just false. Feeling alone was a false reality. I'm not alone. You're not alone. We're not alone. We truly are not. And when one remembers that every single day, they walk with more integrity. They walk taller. They walk stronger. If you know you got somebody watching your back, You could enjoy yourself for a little bit, couldn't you? But if you don't have nobody watching your back, then you gotta be on defense. And if I'm on defense, I can't really enjoy myself. If I'm on defense, I can't study and learn anything. I'm on the motherfucking watchtower. I gotta see what the fuck's coming in. I gotta know who's coming at me. What the fuck am I dealing with? This whole world's a shit show. It is hard to stay clean in this world. You're important and you matter. And if somebody does something that violates those two lines of reasoning, I'd highly advise evaluating further association with that motherfucker. Highly advise. I often say, you don't have to do anything. You don't. You could sit there and be a bump on the log. You could sit there on waste away nothing. You don't have to do anything. But if you want something more than what this world has to offer, if you want to connect with the richest thing in existence of what we interact with, that's each other. That's seeing beyond the damn skin suit. That's seeing beyond the fucking flag. That's seeing beyond the freaking religion, name of God. It's seeing the living essence of life, compassion, and love in another person, and that's what I want to bring out. I know it exists within you, and that's what I want to bring out of you. Other people, they want to bring out the worst. They want to bring out the ugly. They want to see you fight another person and pay money, and all the lights are on, and I want to see us build something together that's going to help people, and the kid's happy the next day because the mom's happy and the dad's happy because nobody's worrying that their house is going to be taken away or that they're going to fucking starve, man. That's what I want to see. I want to see the good. I want to see people home, houses, fucking living without worry. We can do this technologically. We grow the fucking food. We produce the fucking shit. What's stopping progress? You gotta fix the fucking machine. You need a supply of energy. There's a lot of people out there. You're finding ways to create free energy with fucking magnets, okay? A generator that can indefinitely run with magnets. I got 2 videos on the freaking TikTok thing saved on my video. They're still alive. They're not dead. God damn, get $1 million investor into that thing and let's get one of those in every single house. Fuck. Free energy. Holy shit. Free energy. You don't really have to fucking pay money for it. If you don't have to pay money to produce it and we can grow all the food, then we could just like make sure people eat. And then if everybody's like got full bellies and eating, then we could work and be more productive because we're not worried about like all that little stuff. And if I can eat, then I know I have energy. And if I have energy, then I can do shit with my life. It's not that complicated. It's pretty simple. And so I keep spreading what I can as far as goodness as much as I can. To each their own upon their path. I can't change that. But at least for myself, I'm going to keep building what God wants me to build. I'm going to keep walking where Mom wants me to walk. I'm going to follow the path of my divine family. And I tell you what, you yourself may see a lot of different comments pop up, good, bad, ugly, and all the sort in these chat comments. But I'll tell you a reality of the truth. Every single time I walk out in public, I don't get those comments. People don't say those things to me. If anything, people have honked, they've waved, they've been kind. I didn't understand it at first. I'm just walking my journey. I'm not dressing up for a fucking show. But then somebody came up to me and they actually stopped and they came and they talked to me and they said, you're encouraging me because everybody's so stuck in doing what everybody else says to do or whatever the fucking case. There's always going to be some haters in the world. Sticks and stones. You want to use some sticks and stones against my bones? Well, we gonna go toe to toe and let the bell motherfucking ring. But words, I found real words of power. And then I raised my energy so I could speak them. So any low vibration word against me shall not prevail. That's not just the saying, that's a reality because my vibration, it just don't reach it. I'm hanging out with divine. That other lower stuff, I could see it down there, but it don't reach me. I got enough of my own sorrow. I got my own mom. She was my best friend. She passed on. My wife left me. My two daughters, they passed on. They were in her care. I wasn't in the state. That happened. That was real. That fucked me up. But I walk with my two daughters and I walk with my mama every single day. And my grandfather, damn, he kicks ass. Because I realized that the divine, I realized that my ancestors, I realized that souls don't die. They're very much kicking. When my mom died, I never felt like she died. Still to this day, to me, it does not feel like my mother is dead. Her body is gone, her brain cancer, the whole thing. To me, she lived. She never fucking died. She never stopped existing. And that was because of the connection of our hearts. That love connects those quantum consciousnesses, connects the soul to where information is actually transferred. And how could I be sad if my mom really lives? If her energy actually permeates this world. And how is it seen best, heard best? Through the one that watched everything she did and didn't give her fucking... Look, I gave her slack for some shit, granted, I was her innocent, just her own little kiddo. But where everybody else fought with her and created some fucked up reality that didn't really exist and interrupted her shit, man, I paid attention. I listened. I let her lead me on false information, and then she fucking plays the goddamn lie on me and then I lose my shit. But when I lose my shit, I was focused because she was actually guiding me the whole time. And then I'm like, blah! And then whatever the fuck it was, the situation, we conquer it. I'll give you one real example. So there's this situation involved the hospital, doctors, all that motherfucking shit. Insurance, blah, blah, blah. I'm not getting into blah, blah, blah. My mom played my ass on that one, and we got 15 grand extra out of it. She played me. She told me one thing, and it was a complete farce from the motherfucking reality, and I lost my shit. Controlled. But I lost my shit. And when I did, that's what they got the approval. Holy fucking shit. Woo-woo. That's some cool ass that. Right. I paid attention to my mama at every motherfucking point of the way because she was a goddamn winner and a conqueror. It didn't matter what somebody said her limits were, what she could or couldn't do. Fuck you, motherfucker. I seen how ugly this world is. I got a good intention, and that intention is to take care of my two boys. You get the fuck out my way. I ain't got no different view. My daughters might be passed on into the next realm of heaven, but I got a huge family of humans on this world I can do good for. Shit. My mama and my daughters, they live and they breathe and they kick ass in this world every fucking day. Shit. And how can I truly be sad every day? I can't. Truly, at the core of who I am, I can't be sad with that. I'm empowered. I'm appreciative. I'm connected. And people don't have that. They truly feel alone in this world. And that's where you can change their reality. Because when that heart connects, and the storm is now on the outside, and y'all two connecting at the eye of the storm, at the calm, they realize they ain't alone. The reason why they threw that punch, that unwarranted punch, they wanted to see what kind of character you were. Were you going to punch back, or were you going to hug them? Because they used to people punching them, and they ready to go. They ain't never stopped. That's why they come at life like that. They testing. They testing you. And the only thing you can do is be true to your character, and your character is all in your heart. It's not out there in the world, in someone else. It's right inside of your heart. And that's how you defeat hypocrisy, lies, evil, ugliness, badness, bullies. Love conquers all obstacles. And it's true. For my accounting, for my life, I've proved that's not a theory. That's true. The hyperwarp theory is a legitimate hypothesis and theory that you can change your mind. You can reprogram your mind by speaking another language. So I became aware of ancient words of power. And I said, ooh, I like that aspect. Ooh, I like that aspect. Ooh, that's very protective. Ooh, yes, I'll take that one too. And then I started reprogramming my mind. It's not a goddamn hypothesis. It's not a fucking theory. The hyperworth construct is fucking real, and I'm a walking fucking proof of it. And I've documented my stuff, from writing my own language to doing all this stuff to sharing it online. To you can change your fate. That is the power that you have. That is what they want to convince you that you can't do. That's what they want to distract you from. Because if you can't change the future, then you must go along with their narrative. From the top to the goddamn manager to the fucking person next to you in the room. They just using the goddamn same script to fucking win. They ain't got no new tricks up their sleeve. They just put a new little layer on it. Don't judge a book by the cover. Shit, they won that all day long. They just put a new cover on the same old book. They didn't write another word. It even has the same old author's name in it. They just put a new fucking skin on top, and you're like, oh, hey, how cool. Whoa, what a new book. Why does it look so familiar? Why do I have deja vu? Why am I in a fucking loop? Because you got to raise your vibration and get the fuck out. They got all sorts of technologies in this world. They can even funnel souls into particular bodies. But your human flesh and your mind and your heart is the only place that can truly house your soul. They can't trap that. That, your soul, your true essence of being, is unconditioned. There's no state where your soul becomes solid for the rest of its eternal being. Your soul will always be able to adapt and change to any circumstance, into any life, to become any solution, to be anything. Because your soul is eternal and it will live forever. That's why they do everything they can to get you to pit yourself in a versus mindset. It's me versus them. It's that versus that. It's this versus complementary. Let's be a chef. Let's change from a killer to a chef, shall we? And learn how to put proper compliments on the same plate. Hey, you know what? Dish coming out first. First course. Boom, boom. Those ingredients will go on this plate for the second course. And on and on and on and on. Usually I'm not on at this hour. At this time, usually I'm off by now. We're live 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, -4 GMT on the regular to 10 a.m. Well, today it canceled out 10 minutes early, just out of nowhere. It just dropped. Straight up 10 minutes early, 4 hours and 50 minutes. It just dropped the video out of nowhere. No buttons pushed, no nothing. So we went a little bit longer today. Maybe we'll change hours, maybe we'll go longer. But that's what I like about my life, is I can change if I'd like to. I can change things up. I don't have to stay stuck to the same standard. Just because I've been doing this the same. Tomorrow I could change it. That's true free will, when one can do that. Free will is something that we truly have to develop and work towards, not just present. Free will, run around, oh, I got all the money in the world, I do whatever I want. I'll face consequences, bad things, you do the wrong thing enough, as eventually karma's in existence. You can believe it or not. But being able to change up your life at will, being able to present something different, it's going to change up the situation, and it's going to allow you to pursue different options. That's how we can create a different future. We present different options than what we have in the past. We do something different in the present. We look at the results. We say, is that result better? Yeah? Well, I'll go with that action instead of that one in the future. Was the result not better? Was it worse? That's not a good thing to keep doing. I won't keep doing that. Self-evaluation. Not needing some fucking life coach next to you, but being able to see shit for what it is, to accept it, and fucking man up, woman up, fucking own up to it. Let it be what the fuck ever it is. It's when we lie to ourselves that we're just trying to fit in. And we realize that we've been living somebody else's life, somebody else's dreams, somebody else's plan, somebody else's prophecy. Nah, man. Nah, it's not what I was put on this world for. That's not what I was put here for. That's on a spiritual level, on a physical level, or anything. It's not what any of us are here for. So to a beautiful future, to a beautiful, bright life of options. Options allowing your future to become whatever you desire it to be. And if you don't like that future and what it's becoming, close those options off, close those doors, open up options, go in another direction. Following your heart is going to help you find out who you are, and who you are has no word to properly define it. The best word I can say is the divine being in the flesh. That's it. To realize that that's who you are, and that's the power, that's the capability, that's the love, that's the strength within. Whew, that's the gold right there. The Midas touch is within you. It's your heart. Much love and many blessings, and may you conquer the obstacles before you that challenge your peace, that challenge some type of love and goodness in your life. May those obstacles get out of the way. And we'll be here tomorrow live, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, -4 GMT, that is. Much love, many blessings, and until we catch you next time, Donna de Gawai.